I'm here with Osuags. Osuags is a content creator and a basketball super fan. She founded her TikTok account, Ball Talk Zone, to share her passion for the game. So thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, Amanda, for having me.
All right. So we're going to start with some games. The first game I have is we're going to call it the WNBA emoji game. So I'm going to show you some emojis, and it's supposed to represent a WNBA player, a current one. So we'll keep it a little bit. They have to be in the league now. And yeah, you're gonna try to guess who it is. So are you ready for the first one?
Well, let's go for it. Let's go. Let's see how many players I know.
Okay. We're gonna do four of them. So I'll try to start you off easy, okay?
Okay, I see the the Liberty emoji. I see 9. Is that a saw? Then a smoke?
It's clamp.
Cloud 9? Is that Natasha Cloud?
Yes. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Okay, see that one wasn't too bad, right? Um that thing is it's a clamp. So like you know how defense, she's always like clamping up players because their defense is good. So
I think the Cloud 9 gave it away, and then the Liberty stuff. Yeah.
yeah. I wasn't trying to make them too hard for you. All right. So, all right. Player number two, sending now. Who do we think this is?
Now, okay, I see the buckets. Mm, okay. Now this is you got me here. Do I get a clue?
Yes. So you see the first animal. It's a husky. So that gives you a little bit of a clue. A husky. They were a husky.
Oh, now Brianna Seward. I know how many Huskies do we have in the league? Stewie,
A lot. There's a lot.
a lot, right? Oh, Paige Beckers.
Yeah.
Oh, this should have been the easiest. I mean, the bucket is right there.
And then I was like, how do I explain the second one? Because it's like a page, but then I would have said her name, you know? Okay. Yeah. So she was a husky, and then you got Paige buckets, and then the star. She's just a star. That's not really helpful because a lot of people are stars in the league, but you know,
Yeah, I mean, I always say Paige buckets. I should have known. This should have been the easiest one, but it's all good. It's all
it's
good.
okay. It's okay. I'm putting a lot of pressure on you on the spot. So, all right, sending player number three. Okay, this one might be a little bit tricky, but I think you can get it.
Now, who goes like this? Who silences everyone? It has to be the sniper. Who wears number 7? How many number 7s do we have? No.
So, yeah, I wouldn't pay attention to the seven, but like, what is that emoji? Because that should that should help narrow down the team
Oh,
she's on.
this
But
feels
maybe it's
like
hard to see.
an Aces player.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Okay, now we've narrowed it down to the team. Let's go for it. Is this Chelsea Gray?
It
No.
is not. That's a really good guess, though.
Is this Asia Wilson? No.
Nope.
Now, who goes like this?
Or
Okay.
more so like silent. They're silent.
Oh, Jackie
Yeah.
Young.
Silent assassin, always on target. And then I put the little chick in there because her last name is Young. So I thought that would differentiate from the other amazing players on the team.
No, that wasn't helpful.
That one was a little bit harder, I will say. All right. This is the last one.
Okay. Now I need to get this on the first try. Oh, I see. That means this person is French. Mm-hmm. It looks like this person is on the Storm team. And how many French Storm players do they have? I know of 2. Um, so is
Oh
it
yeah. I forgot they have two.
is this Gabby Williams?
Yes.
So
Yay, you got it on the first try.
yeah.
I forgot Dominique was on the storm.
Mhm. So
But she's
what?
not a shooter. Like Gabby's a shooter. So I would say Gabby's a shooter.
Okay. Well, do I see Gabby? But make no mistake, Dom has her bag.
That is true. Dom can shoot threes too. Yeah. But when I was making this, I had completely forgot she was on the storm. All right. So now we're gonna get into start bench cut. So I'm gonna name three players, and then you get to tell me which ones you would start bench cut and like a little bit of a background of why you chose those. So we'll start with the NBA. So I know you like the NBA, WNBA, basketball all around, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so start bench cut. Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now, just some PSA. This is strictly nothing behind it, no animosity, no hate. So now we have that out of the way. I'll start Steph Curry. Steph Curry, especially for this lineup you gave me, Steph Curry. I mean, that's a maestro out there, and the way he moves around the court, you can't just keep up with him, and he can shoot from any place on the court, any range, any range. So yep. The next one is tricky. Bench, Luca SGA. Now, I
Yeah,
think
that's tough.
I want to lean towards who will give me the better defense because honestly, they have the back. They have the offensive back.
Right, right. That's a good point.
So, I think I'm going to bench SGA and cut Luca. Sorry, Luca Magic.
That's a really good point too, because like offensively, obviously they could both score very well, but Luca's defense has been questionable many times. So I really like how that's how you thought about it. And then yeah, I completely agree with that. Like Steph Curry just he's done things we haven't seen before, super iconic, one of the best to ever do it. So I would absolutely start him too.
Okay, glad we agree on that.
Yes. And then, all right, next one we got LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant.
Please. Oh, I don't know if you know, but Katie is my goat, and everybody, and anybody should know that I'm definitely studying Katie. Sorry, King.
Okay.
So yeah,
Hey, I
I'm studying
mean, yeah,
Katie.
that's your guy. That's your guy. I do know, watch your videos and you're a KD Houston because he's on Houston now. I
And
support
the
it.
thing is, it's not even just about his offense. That's another guy that can score from anywhere on the court.
Hmm.
Not just scoring, he does it effortlessly. But I feel like the aspect of his game people don't really give him credit for is his defense. And I'm not kidding you. This is not because he's my favorite player, but KD has been the best defender. He is currently the best defender on the Rockets. And when he was with the Phoenix Suns, he was their best defender. So I just feel like people just concentrate on his bag, on his offensive bag, and don't give him credit on the other end. But the King, who's the third person again? LeBron and
Kawhi
Kawhi.
Leonard. Kawhi.
Ooh, okay. Now, Kawhi. Now this is a pretty difficult lineup, but yep, I need to go with someone. I gotta bench LBJ. That is the king, and a whole lot of people have him as the basketball god. And generation to generation, if you have someone like that, he just has to be in the mix somewhere. If KD wasn't there, I would have started LeBron, but I'm gonna bench LeBron and cut Kawhi. But Kawhi, the claw, he's
Yeah.
a phenomenal player.
Yeah. If you're gonna pick someone that's not LeBron, like KD or Steph Curry would be like the only acceptable ones, I think.
Yeah.
But I would flip it. LeBron is my GOAT, so I would do LeBron, KD, Kawhi.
Kawhi.
Yeah. All right. So now we're gonna switch over to WNBA. So we got okay, start bench cut, Asia Wilson, Brianna Stewart, Candace Parker.
Okay. First of all, no offense to Stewie, but I'm cutting Stewie because
Okay, you're right off the bat. Okay. Okay. She's got multiple championships, MVPs, but okay, okay. But so did the
yeah,
other ones. So did the other ones.
yep. But Asia and Candace, I know there's this ongoing conversation of where Asia is right now in terms of Mount Rushmore and all that. And coming off of the season she just had, I also try to look back because a whole lot of people tend to just focus on the present and forget the past. Let's remember Candice Parker, CP3. She was a menace during her time. I mean, the only player to win MVP in her rookie year, that should count for
Yeah,
something. And
that's
this,
crazy. That alone is crazy. Like, yeah. I don't know when that's gonna happen again.
I know. And she's versatile too. She is versatile.
Extremely.
Um,
Yeah. All
the
five positions. Like
Yep.
first positionless post player. Crazy.
Exactly. Exactly. I remember her run during the Skies Championship. Ooh, I know Kalia Copper got the finals MVP, but Candace Parker, she was phenomenal. Yep, the
Hmm.
three-time champ, Asia to, three-time champ and doing it. But I know I gotta pick someone. Amanda, what should I go for?
Okay, so
Okay.
you already cut Brianna Stewart. So basically, yeah, do you start Candace or do you start Asia?
Yeah, yeah. It depends on the side of the bed I wake up every day. So, but that would always it would always be different if you ask me at
Okay.
any given time. So yeah, let's leave it at that.
I was gonna say, so what would be the one for today?
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, the one for today will be Asia Wilson. Let's start Asia and bench
Okay.
CP3.
Okay. Yeah, that one is really tough, especially like just remembering everything Candace did because Candace also was a really good 3-point shooter, and we know that Asia doesn't really shoot that many threes. She's like slowly been shooting a little bit more, but like by no means a total threat at the 3-point line yet. So for that reason, I think I would have to do Candace and then Asia, which is really hard because I love Asia.
I
But
know.
I'm trying to look at it holistically too. Like Candace had an amazing career at Tennessee and like her high school career too. She was just like insane.
Yep,
So yeah, I
you
gotta go
can
Candace.
run.
Yeah. All right, last one for start bench cut. We've got Nafisa Collier, Alyssa Thomas, Kalia Copper.
Oof.
This one kind of
Nice.
hard too.
Yeah. You know, it sounds easy, but it's pretty much hard, especially because these players bring different things to on the court to the team. Um, Kalia Copper, that's a finals MVP, right? She's a champ in this league. I don't want to disrespect her, but I think I'll cut Kalia Copper. I'm sorry, but
Okay.
yeah, because I
Okay.
need I need 80s all around. Everything she brings, her assist. She is a triple double machine right now in the WNBA, and I think I'm gonna need that. So we will start fee and bench 80.
Yeah, I would do that too. I would probably do Nafisa Collier, Alyssa Thomas, and then yeah, it's so hard to cut Copper. Just like she's super super athletic, but I will say she could be a little bit inconsistent sometimes. Whereas with AT, like you're getting the strength, she's getting the rebounds, the defensive stops, and like Collier, nominated MVP. She hasn't won it yet, but I think she will. I mean, it's so hard to be in the league at the same time as Asia because she just constantly loses to Asia.
I know, but
Yeah.
she's a great player. If they all
Yeah.
are, they all are.
I was really looking forward to seeing her playing Unrivaled. It feels weird not having her playing, I'll be honest. So, speaking of Unrivaled, we'll get into the next segment called Lover or Hater. So, I'll bring up a topic and you can say whether you love it or hate it. And then we can kind of discuss it a little bit. Lover or hater, of the current like best teams and unrivaled right now. So I know that Rose just lost their first game last night. So I think they were considered the top team, but I think who else is at the top? I think Laces, who's
Breeze.
in it? Breeze and Breeze, yeah, definitely. I would say those three are the top. So what do we think about that? Do we
I
love that or
love it.
hate that?
Love it. And let me tell you something funny. So before Unrivaled this season started, I did my power ranking, you know, taking into account what happened last season and the newbies. And these were the teams I had in my top three: Roses, Laces, and Breeze. Exactly like this.
Me too, yeah. Absolutely. So I had my favorite team is Laces, so I'm rooting for them. I was rooting for them last year too, but then they kind of fell off. I don't know what happened. Laces and then Rose and Breeze, I think were like pretty much yeah, neck and neck for me after the Laces.
Oh, okay. We agree on a lot of things, and that's good.
Yeah. But I feel like in terms of like who can win it or who's gonna win, it's very up in the air. I mean, like the fact that Hive, the worst team, just beat the best team, was crazy. Did you see that game?
Oh, I saw it. Like, I guess an hour before today, I made my post talking about it because that wasn't on my bingo card at all.
Ugh. I thought it was gonna be a boring blowout. Apparently, Lisa Leslie went to the Hive practice and like really like encouraged them, gave them some tips, was talking to them, and it must have helped because they won. And then I don't know if you saw Lisa does the commentary at halftime post game, and she was wearing Hive colors. And I was like, okay, Lisa, we know who you wanted to win.
But it's good. Some people don't like when people are constantly winning. So it's good. I'm happy
Yeah,
Lives got their first win.
kind of sad if Hive lost because it got so close at the end. um, I'm not that upset that they won, but technically I like Rose better. And Rose even had Copper back too. That's why it was surprising. But I think with 3-on-3, it's really yeah about like the chemistry. So sometimes introducing a new player could throw the whole team off.
Let's see if Luna Oz can pull out one today.
Oh yeah, they also need a win, don't they? Because they don't have Skylar, they don't have Fee. Yeah, they've been struggling. Marina is just trying to hold it down for everyone. Next topic: lover or hater of the Ja Morant trade.
Trade rumor or trade? Has it been traded yet?
I guess the rumors, yeah, it would be rumors. It seems like it's likely to happen, but you're right. I don't think it's been official or like the team he would be going to hasn't even been announced. So it's just like the Grizzlies are finally like for the first time letting the trade talks happen, like the negotiations or whatever. Because before they were like, it's not happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're finally have given up on keeping him there.
Well, I'm a lover of it, and this is why. When things happen like this, it's very difficult for both sides to come back or reconcile or get back on track. So, to shut out the noise, the distractions, let's just move on. Let's just move on, trade him, and yeah.
Yeah, right. I was just like, why are they so set on keeping him? Like, let him go. Like, it seems really toxic. Like, no one's happy. They're not winning. He's playing horribly. Like, what's the point of keeping him? That's kind of what I thought. He needs like a fresh start.
Yeah, he definitely does. And that is sad though, because I remember a whole lot of people projected Ja as the next face of the league.
Yeah, definitely. I remember a lot of potential. I mean, just his like athleticism, what he could do on the basketball court is like very, very rare. Like he's a very, very special talent. But sometimes that's not enough, right? Like you need the whole package. And so like even though he is as good as he is at basketball, like there's other parts when it comes to being a star or the face of the league that he's just not meeting right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Next one. Lover or hater of the current number one teams in the NBA?
Do I want to be a hater? Because it's not
You
my team
can.
on top.
Yeah, so then you would say you hate it.
I'm a hater. Yeah. SGA and Thunder move out the way. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm a hater. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, we've got the Thunder, right? And then we've got the Pistons. So those would be the number one teams.
Yeah, well, for the Thunder, I'm a hater. But Pistons, that team, especially because the last 5 years, like they used to be last in the standings a couple of years ago, and now seeing them here, I mean, I just have to cheer for them. Yep.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like the Pistons have been bad for a long time. Like this is the best they've been since like the Ben Wallace era. I don't know, right? Like it's been a long time that they've been bad. So it is good to see a team like climb their way back up to the top. So yeah, I'll be rooting for them. Also, Detroit's not too far from Chicago, so I'm Midwest girly. Um, and then yeah, I'm also not a fan of the Thunder. I don't know what it is. I just like they're very good, obviously, very, very good. But I just like not a fan. Like SGA is great, but I'm not like I don't like anyone else on the team. So
Oh,
hard to root for them.
yeah, that makes sense because at the end of the day, someone needs to draw you to the team.
Exactly. Like I'm a player girl too. So like that's why I'm like I like Steph Curry. Like sure I'm a Golden State fan because he plays for them, but I'm a Steph Curry fan really. And then you know who else I really like? I really like Josh Hart on the Knicks.
Oh, JH.
So I want the Knicks to win because I really like Josh Hart. I like their whole team, their whole dynamic.
I guess you were so excited. I mean, the NBA Cup is not a real thing, but at least they got something.
Yeah. Yeah, they did win that. But yeah, I also think about how like insane New York City would go if the Knicks won. Like I would be a little bit scared actually for like how crazy New York would go. But I would be enjoying, watching the videos online of the city going crazy.
Ooh, that will be yep, yeah. For days, for weeks, it will be crazy.
Yes. Okay, so that was all the games that I had. So now I'll ask a little bit about you. What has the sport of basketball meant to you throughout your life? Like when did you kind of find your love for the game? And like when did you first become a fan?
Basketball has meant a lot. Well, let me not just, consider it to just basketball, sports in general. I'm a sports girl. I love sport.
Okay.
I watch sports. I did play when I was younger. So it's just something that brings happiness to me. Yeah. So for basketball, though, I became a fan. If I tell you this, you will be shocked. It's not been long. It actually
Okay.
hasn't been long. I think that was 2021 because I moved to the US in 2021.
Uh-huh.
I'm originally from Nigeria, and in my country, the most popular sports is soccer. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's very popular. But moving to the US, my sister is a huge NBA fan. She's a Lakers fan. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, she introduced me to basketball, and that was the period we had that James Harden. I don't know if you remember his situation with the Rockets when he was with Houston.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
Oh yeah.
everything was going on. Then we got KD, Kyrie, and James on the Brooklyn Nets. And then I used to live in New York that time, so I'm like, you know what? I don't want to just root for my sister's team. Let me find my path. So I,
Yeah.
s- I started watching games, a couple of games, like anything NBA, you would get me that time. But then I gravitated to the Brooklyn Nets. KD, I was like, who is this guy that scores so effortlessly? Is ever that seem you think that's a practice game, like, but that's the main thing. He is scoring, he just pulls up, he doesn't see no defender. So he just got me interested. And so I started rooting for the Brooklyn Nets, KD being my favorite team because I'm a player fan. And it's been awesome. Now for WNBA, I got into WNBA, that year they had the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was when I got into WNBA. First of all, it started with the All-Star game. You know how during Olympics we have like team USA versus team All-Star?
Yeah.
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 And then there was a whole lot of noise on how Candice Parker didn't make the Team USA. team. So she was on us there. I was like, okay, let's see what happened. So seeing, you know, ladies played, I was like, this is great. This is awesome. Okay, I'm going to follow them during the Olympics. I kid you not, I watched every of the Olympic games. Like it required me to wake up early. I was that dedicated.
Yeah, because if they were in Tokyo, yeah, the timing would have been like way off.
Yeah.
Um, I love that though. Move over into content creation. So you create a lot of content on TikTok. When did you first, decide you wanted to do that? And then what kind of, motivated you um to do it, to keep going? And how long have you been doing it?
I opened my Ball Talk Zone page July 1st, 2025. I can forget that date because that was the day we had the Commissioner's Cup finals, Fever versus Lynx. Now, for someone who loves sports, like because I don't really have, I don't stay with my sister, I don't really have someone I talk about the games with. And I just have so much to say. And at some point I was like, I'm done. I need to I need to find a way to let all this out there. When your team is pissing you off, when they are playing well, other teams, because I see myself as, even though I talk about my team, I really want to talk about, in broad context for every other team and the game itself. So I was thinking about that Commissioner's Cup finals game, Fever versus Lynx, and I was like, you know what? I'm done. Let me go create this page. I actually created that page while I was out. I was on the streets. I was on the streets. I was like, okay, what name am I going with? I went to my helper, ChatGPT.
Love it. I love it.
I was like, which name are we going for? I wanted something ball, from basketball. But he
Hmm.
gave me a couple of names. I was like, let's go with this one. I could always change it if I ever wanted to.
Oh
So
yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
I like it though.
so
It's
no,
like it's simple. It gets the point across because I think sometimes you really want to keep it simple so people like understand, right? They're immediately gonna be like, "Oh, this girl is talking about basketball." Easy.
exactly,
Some
exactly.
people have these all complicated names and it just doesn't translate. Cause like we're like, "Well, what do you do? Like, what do you talk about?" Right?
Yeah. So that was how I started creating, and it's been awesome.
What are some goals you have with content creation? Do you have any goals, or is just kind of like, I know you said originally it started off as an outlet, and obviously you have fun doing it. But do you have any like specific content goals you want to reach?
Honestly, I really do want to work in sports setting, like being immersed with a team, either as an analyst because I have like an engineering background, either as an analyst or a commentator, a commentator, or being on the coaching staff. Because when I'm watching games, I'm like, when I see when I see a play, I know that I know what is going to happen. I tend to, well, let me not say I know. I tend to know what is going to happen, and everything I say by myself, it just goes through that way. So I feel like I want to, not I feel like I want to be in that space, either as an analyst, a commentator, or on the coaching staff. So that's kind of like my goal with, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I love that. And I think creating content is a good way to get noticed and put yourself out there for sure. Okay, so when it comes to creating content, when you first started, or even maybe now, because we're both pretty new, I also started like late May, early June. So it's
Oh,
been like less than a year for both of us. Were there any like early mistakes you made that you would like go back and tell yourself, give yourself advice for?
but that's part of learning, right? You need to make those mistakes to be better. Well, knowing what I know now, maybe when I go back to what my initial videos, I'll be like, did I really make this?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's always gonna be some cringy ones, especially like the really, really early ones. It's like, do I even want to keep this up? Do I delete it?
But then that is where, because then maybe I didn't have any goals. I just wanted to talk, talk, talk and put out things there. But now that I have clear goals of what I want to do with this, so it's I don't think I would want to change anything. It's good. The humble beginnings are always good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a really good to also just get past the point of like not feeling like you have to be perfect or like everything, yeah, needs to be amazing and you could just like post it and like be fine with it. Cause I think a lot of people get held back or won't post stuff because they're just like worried that it's not good enough. And it's like, yeah, it's not good enough, but just post it anyways, like and you'll get better over time.
Yeah. And I have really gotten better. And let me tell you something. Now it just flows. I it takes me a very minimal time to make a post right now compared to the beginning time. Yeah,
Yeah.
it just flows.
Yeah, you got like systems in place and then also you just feel more confident with your flow. So yeah, I would definitely agree with that. Okay, that was all the main questions. And then I end the show is called Hoops and Healing. So the last question I like to ask is do you have a favorite healing practice you'd like to share with the viewers?
Just staying by myself, self-reflection, and I'm not gonna lie, watching games, dancing. I'm sure you've seen that. I dance a lot. So,
Yeah, I love the dancing videos too. Get
yeah.
a good mixture of content, you know.
Yeah. So I love to dance. That helps me to heal. And, just being quiet and self-reflecting, watching the games too. So these are the three things I love to do when it gets overwhelming and I want to get back on track.
Yeah, I love that. Like intentional solitude. That one's big for me. Yeah, just sitting in like silence. Obviously, yeah, basketball brings a lot of happiness. And then yeah, dancing. I love that for you. Movement. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you, Amanda. I really love this conversation. Thank you for having me on your platform. It's always hoops and healing.